Like I said, guys, just be patient with the noise. They'll pass. But yeah, this is a very busy street. There's a Walmart about a mile down the road, and everybody in the world uses this road to go to Walmart. Before, it'd be 5 minutes before you see a vehicle come through here. But since they put the Walmart down the road, this is what everybody used to go to Walmart, and Walmart is busy here. But what we have up now is another target rifle. This is made by Browning. This is what they call a T-bolt. I will go ahead and here's the clip. Magazine. It's a rotary style figure 8, and but anyway, this is another, like I said, a max rifle. Well, they call it a target, but it's max grade quality. It shoots just as well as the CZ. On top of it, it has a right-on optic. I'm a very big believer in these right-ons. They're a veteran-owned company. They're here in the States, and I try to support them guys all I can. But I've had this rifle now for, I don't know, several years. When they first come out with the Target model, I had to have it. It looked good. One of the worst buying decisions I made, I think. You can see it's got a not suppressed, but a muzzle brake. I can't say that because I don't believe in suppressors. But it does have the factory muzzle brake on it, and it really makes a difference. You wouldn't think a 22 has that much recoil, which they don't, but it really, the gun doesn't move when you pull the trigger. It sits there. It doesn't hop. You don't feel the recoil. Very good idea. But the reason they call this a T-bolt is this round plug right here. They got one on each side. When you go forward with it, if you'll watch, and this is a cock on close. In other words, it sets the firing pin when you push it closed. Well, that piece now, I'm going to try to try to get in here with it. I don't know if I can or not. I know the lighting's bad, guys. Just be patient with me. I'd really rather do this inside, but the cats, like I said, they love to help. The scope is a 6 by 24 by 50 with it's a one inch cube. Of course, it's got the target turrets and all that on it. Browning is very notorious for having a gold trigger on them. This is not really Browning. It's got a Browning name on it. I don't think Browning builds a gun anymore at all. I think it's just a brand name that's being sold from company to company. They'll contract different manufacturers to build these things. But this is also a 22 LR. Very accurate. It's, like I said, it's just like the CZ as far as performance and accuracy. It's made in Japan by a company called Morocco. They build a lot of guns for a lot of different brand names, and Japanese has got good stuff. But let me flip this thing around, and you can see the other side. Of course, there's the right on with the throw knob on the scope. Very tight. I've not used this gun much. I've probably put, I don't know, maybe 300-400 rounds through it. I got really disgusted with it when I bought it. They said, "Oh, it's a target rifle." Well, yeah, it's got the makings of one, but the trigger system of these things, I can't say they're junk, but boy, they leave a lot to be desired for. You can't do much with far as messing with the pull weight of these things. And the pull weight on it is pretty horrible. You can go in and do some things to it, like take the lawyer shelf out of the trigger group, blah blah blah. But hell, you know, you pay $800 for a bare gun, and you would expect a target rifle to be just that out of the box with, you know, with a refined trigger. But no, you know, I think the least I got this thing down to, this trigger, without doing anything else, was, I think it was 3.2 pound, which is horrible. I've got my old Martini in there, which is it's an old gun built back in the 50s. I mean, they had that thing down to a science at 8 ounces, you know, 6 ounces. I've got a couple of other target rifles in there. They're not even considered, they're considered a club rifle. They shoot really straight. You know, some of those, I've got those down to, you know, 3 ounces. But you can't do anything with this. You can buy another trigger group, which is made by a company called JARD, J-A-R-D, but it's going to set you back about 250 beans. You know, by the time you're looking at $1,000 before you even add the optic to it. You know, and there's no bargain in that. I mean, you know, I know the Japanese are going off of what Browning specifications, but come on, Browning, you got to do a little bit better than that. Come on now. But yeah, I'll see if, let's see, it says the Browning, let's see if I can get that in focus. I don't know, it says Browning, blah, 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 but it's built in Japan. You can see right there, it says, let's see if I can get it, the light just right. It's made in Japan. Very, very good quality. Very good quality. It was built to their spec, but I'm not happy with it. This is one of the, you know, one of the few guns that I do own that, you know, I don't care if I just, somebody offer me, you know, 3/4 of my money back and be done with it. It's a complete failure. But anyway, I know I'm rambling, but I'm just going to go ahead and say, Jim B, this is for you. I'll do another video on the other gun, the Martini. I think that's more up your alley. It doesn't have scope. They have peep sights. I think I've got 5, maybe 6 of the same brand name as that Martini. It's Birmingham Small Arms, a BSA. They used to build motorcycles over in England. Some of the best steel ever out of Sheffield, Jessup steel. And you know, the accuracy is unbelievable on them guns for their day. But anyway, I hope y'all kind of enjoyed this. I know you know, I promised Jim B yesterday, but I think I'll just go ahead and call it quits, and just let you know basically how I do things. I mean, like I said, the phone storage case is a hard case, and the foam in it has oil, and you know, got some oil residue in it, so I never have to oil the gun itself. I just wipe it off, check for rust, you know, look and make sure the actions, since these guns hadn't been fired since last year, cleaning. Well then, guess what? There's no more cleaning. As far as cleaning the bore on them on a 22 or a rimfire, I never clean the bore on them. I've shot competition for many years. I've, you know, Army, this, that, and the other, small bore Army and stuff like that. I never clean the barrel on the max rifles, never. You know, and out the muzzle, after a while, you'll start whiskering. It looks like it's just little wet lead whiskers that's poking out of the end of the barrel. I never clean them until the accuracy starts suffering, and once it does, then I go in there, I do a good bore scrub on them, and then I sit down, I go back to the range or whatever, and I sit down with a brick of the softest lead or antimony lead that I can find in the 22, and I'll run a brick through it, and then I'll get out the match stuff and you know, and start seasoning the barrel with that stuff. I mean, 22s are fun, but if you want accurate 22s, you're gonna have to do some work. You're gonna have to find the right ammo for the rifle. All rifles will shoot, you just have to find the right ammo for it. But anyway, guys, I know I'm rambling. That's my take on it. Got anything else you want to add, let me know. But you know, basically these two guns have been in storage for a year. They look great. Now, there's no need in going in there and pulling the bolt out and wiping. I mean, do a little quick visual inspection of it, and you know, just try to keep it nice. Keep it nice as long as you got it, and just kind of look things over. And anyway, that's all I got. And guys, y'all have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next one.